The old man sat on the same bench every evening, feeding the pigeons with crumbs he saved from his breakfast toast. His coat was too thin for November, but he didn't seem to feel the cold. People hurried past him on the park path, earbuds in, eyes on phones, never noticing that he was always watching the same spot. A cracked concrete circle where a fountain used to be. Tonight a little girl stopped. She was maybe 7, red mittens too big for her hands, dragging a bright blue sled behind her, even though there was no snow yet. "Mister," she said, "why do you keep looking at that hole?" The old man smiled like someone who'd been waiting years for the question. "Because 40 years ago tonight," he said, "I was supposed to meet someone right there, at 6 o'clock. The girl checked her dinosaur watch. It was 5:56. She was late, he continued. Then it started raining. Then I got scared and left. I was 22. "Stupid!" The girl sat beside him without asking. Pigeons fluttered away, then came back. "I wrote her letters," he said. "Never sent them. Kept thinking tomorrow I'd be braver." Tomorrow turned into 40 years. 5:58. He reached into his coat and pulled out a small paper boat, yellowed and soft from decades in his pocket. Inside was a single dried daisy. "I made this the night I waited. Planned to give it to her. Sail it in the fountain." The girl looked at the empty circle, then at the boat. 5:59. Headlights swept across the park as a car pulled up on the path where cars weren't allowed. A woman got out. Silver hair, same red mittens, only now they fit. Dragging nothing at all. She walked straight toward the bench like she'd practiced the route in dreams. The old man stood. His hands shook so hard the paper boat nearly slipped. She stopped 3 steps away. "I was late," she said, voice cracking like thin ice. "Then it rained, then I got scared." The little girl took the paper boat from the old man's frozen fingers and placed it gently in the woman's palm. "It's 6 now," the girl announced, and before anyone could stop her, she ran to the cracked circle, scooped up an armful of fallen leaves, and piled them into a little hill. Then she grabbed a water bottle from her sled, poured it over the leaves and grinned. "Your fountain," she said. The woman knelt, set the boat on the tiny wet mound of leaves, and gave it the softest push. It floated for 3 whole seconds before the leaves drank the water and the boat settled like it belonged there. 40 years late, the daisy sailed. The old man finally breathed. The woman took his hand, the way you take something you thought you'd lost forever. The little girl grabbed her sled and ran off toward the playground, shouting, "You're welcome!" over her shoulder. When the pigeons came back, there were 2 people on the bench instead of 1, sharing a single thin coat against the November wind, watching a paper boat that would never sink again.